What they
recording
don't
this
know,
online.
man. What they don't know. They'll start coming in now. I don't even know what this video is going to be about when I put it on when I put this on YouTube. So what if Genome was Mr. Hargrave? Look at this. You're all dressed up today.
And no place to go.
And you were just asking me about that Heroes for Hire video. Yeah, it's at here, let me go to the website. There it is. It's at 9,400 views. Is this even a good video? Do you remember this one?
Honestly, I usually don't rewatch them too often because
All right, let's watch
I have to
this.
either move on to the next
let's watch
thing or
our,
I'm sick of looking at them.
Let's watch our biggest hit for our 5,000 subscriber special here. I'm curious. Well, first we got it's got an ad on it, so right there, I give it a down, dude. I'm not gonna watch this crap.
Just made yourself a cool nickel.
I don't understand you people watching this with commercials. Do you have anything better to watch? I have this. Oh my god!
Smiles in the chat. What's going on?
It's got a good intro there. It's the old Red Skull intro.
I like that one though. I like the music
It's
and all
good.
that one for that. I still go back to it every now and again.
It's good. It's good.
So here's the Heroes for Hire counter.
You know it's going to be a good video when it starts off with like a nice pregnant I don't know what the hell I'm doing here. I've got some nice glitched out kind of graphics up here. This is quality. I'm glad this is getting as many views as this. We got a whole 34 viewers.
There's some things I just can't fix, my friend.
We're killing it. At least we got the normal usual suspects in here. Here's Smiles, Valgrath. I think we're talking to Tacos in there. So it's the old crew. Oh, we got this little glitch up here
Mando's in here. Mm-hmm.
in the corner. We got to go. Hey, Valgrath
Seems
is
to
on a
follow us.
4-month. Yeah, there we go. Quality. Valgrath's on a tear. Thanks for the 4-month subscription. Or he's on his 4th month. I think he gets a cooler little thing next to his name.
Val's the man.
Everybody's re-upping, man. We're gonna have a hype train watching this crap. And then
Oh, when you bring on the All-Stars, that's what's going to happen.
that's right, man. It's the Genome Hargrave connection. Yeah, I got like this little spot up here where you can see where my green screen has failed. This is a sign of also a good sign of a video. So this is
working.
quality. I can see. The mic is off the stand. So either Hargrave was pissed or is about to be pissed. So that's something.
And this is on a punch down. And he says this did not feel good. This was not like it was not well in hand.
No, I was mad. I was definitely mad. I'm not mad now.
But that's what's working.
But we're
right
hype
now,
training.
is you take
That was fast.
Kestrel and Silver Surfer, two of the best characters,
Hell,
basically
Gino.
the two best characters.
Hell,
And
everybody.
then put them with Black Bolt to get to get the kills so that they don't revive.
Why are we watching the most viewed video? Because everyone's already watched this one. We should be giving some attention to one that doesn't have views.
I don't know. I know, right?
Literally
One that didn't hit
everyone
1,000
has
that I worked
seen this
2
one.
hours on.
I'm pretty sure they've watched this one twice. Let's get to the first Genome edit at least. I mean, there's some nice push-ins here you're doing on stuff. All right, here's like I see there's a Final Fantasy edit coming in here.
Oh, did I do one of those? Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies
I'm
of all time.
despaired.
by the way,
Look how-
Advent
maybe-
Children. I love that movie.
Maybe people are watching this just to see me be sad. I'm like totally broken here. I do this big sigh.
Sorry, the camera's cutting off my head.
Oh, because I'm about to fight Heroes for Hire and I hate it.
Gee, I don't know why. Stupidest team ever freaking created. But hey, we're supposed to like it, right?
I'm dying inside. People are just watching this to watch me die inside, I think. I mean, I guess that's
I
good.
did a variant of this and did win. It was on a large punch down. You know what?
Little hard.
I'm into losing tonight. Let's lose.
Well, I'm gonna try.
If there was Advent Children, I've been waiting to use that for
my
a year.
number one
right.
worst. Thank you. Thank you for all. What is it? Is this Tacos again hooking everybody up? No,
they'd be
Sabbaticus. Thank you,
surprised.
Sabbaticus. Hail Sabbaticus. Okay, so what happened is what I thought would happen where they killed Phoenix. She goes dark. That's great.
See, people are missing out, man. They don't know what I'm talking about. All these people that I mention all the time. I'm always like talking about tacos and Sabbaticus. People want to think I'm crazy. I think that's why most people just say chat. They say chat is saying this.
Well, that or they can't pronounce the names.
Yeah, I can't pronounce it. It doesn't stop me. Everybody knows here. I'll just truck forward. I don't care.
I'll never
butcher it
forget,
out.
man. I used to watch Regis Kilbin when I used to play Hearthstone, and one time I was watching one of his live streams, and he did a contest giveaway, right? And then he put all the names in a randomizer, and he picked it to win, and he'd read the names off right. And one of them was named FAWDLEMYBALLZ. So he's like, that's the one that got in there. He had to freaking say it out loud.
Nice,
He was trying
nice.
so hard not to say it the dirty way.
Hail
I don't know why
D's
that made me
nuts.
laugh so much.
There's no D's nuts in here. I just wanted to say D's nuts. Okay, we got another good edit coming up here. I think it's one of your beloved Northern Exposure edits, which is so appropriate as I was born in Alaska.
Perfect, right?
I was getting
actually filmed in Washington. It's still set in Alaska. So.
There you go. It's like extra appropriate.
Best I've done it.
I gotta see if I can pop out this.
Fuck Heroes for Hire.
Oh, I think it's that
over.
part.
That's it.
It's that part where I say fuck Heroes for Hire. I think that's what people like. They're like, share this around. This dude fucking hates Heroes for Hire. I can relate to this.
There you have it.
Oh,
What do I have to do? Clap like a seal?
Well, I feel a little redeemed, Maybe that Hyder thing didn't go well, but shit, that did. That's not so bad. I mean, yeah, that was a big ass team too.
It's such a depressed video.
no, it's like you look so hanged up.
I'm so out of energy and fucks to give.
In all fairness, even when you win against Hero of Hires, it's still depressing.
I know it is.
Time
It
because you
is.
wasted too much
Well,
time doing it.
I got this other video about how they're boring. Like they don't do anything. Like Black Order is so fucking cool because when they beat you, they crush you. And like Thanos pulls down a planet, and if he kills everybody, he snaps, and they turn to dust. And it's like, oh man, I got my ass kicked, but at least I saw something cool. Like, yeah, X-Men, the Phoenix comes down. Even Doom, okay, when you lose to Doom, he summons all these bots. You're like, oh man, here it comes. It is awesome. Boom, all the bots blow up, and they all strike their Doom pose. It's like,
But no, you got Iron Fist and freaking Luke Cage beating you to death slowly over time. Death with 1,000 cuts.
yeah, they just
What
don't.
is this nonsense?
Yeah, they just revive. They don't die. It's like not fun. There's no cool. There's like one cool animation. It comes right off the bat where Calling Wing glitches the game.
That's her slice. Yeah, and everyone freezes.
Yeah, and you
do the mannequin challenge.
and you worry that your phone is frozen. You're like, oh shit, is this a glitch? Oh no, it's just Calling Wing. Oh, this is bad.
I think it looks pretty cool, but I didn't. I just keep waiting for Blue Stacks to explode.
Yeah, right.
Happens, so.
I just think a glitch is coming. It just feels like a glitch. It's not even.
Hype Train's doing pretty well even without our
I don't
assistance.
know.
What's that?
So the Hype Train's doing well even without us talking about it.
Oh, here comes a Zemo edit. We got a Zemo. This guy.
This is, X-Men. But what are your X-Men doing? Wave 1 Avengers? You can't find something else to beat Wave 1 Avengers? Yeah, if I wanted to throw
Supernatural
even
people.
more meta at it, you could put Zemo on here. If you needed to deal with even bigger
That's
Heroes
quality.
for Hire teams, I guess. But really, I don't see the point. I think you put another mutant.
I think I've seen the Zemo edit so many times now. Zemo just keeps invading my videos in all sorts of ways. I can't escape the guy.
I have a lot of them, almost as many as I do of a certain Cerebro edit. So
good.
I got lots of Zemo.
You're loving the Cerebro edits these days. I am
man,
too.
I need to go to the actual site or the page or the YouTube video of it and actually get better footage of it because stuff I have is zoomed in. It's really grainy, but
You were crushing it with the Zemo edits. Those are good.
he deserved. Did you see what Boylan said about that? Especially on the
No.
6 and 7 star thing. Woo!
Yeah. I know he made a video on it.
I watched it. He's like, what did this guy just say? Oh man.
Thanks for the hype train, everybody. We appreciate
Indeed.
that. All the support is fantastic. Genome's here to kind of celebrate. We've recently we're and you can see why that we're over 5,000 subscribers because I'm a great speaker, right?
Very eloquent.
Oh my God. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Of course you had to highlight it too. Like, so I couldn't, so I feel bad if I ignore it. Grandmaster Wapo wants me to talk about someone else's video they dropped today. Look, I'm going to deal with that in my own way. I'm not going to watch his video. I feel that he lost when he made that video because, why are you making videos about me, man? You've got like over 10,000 people watching your stuff every day. You got the floor. What do you need? What more do you need? You've already told people open 200 basic orbs when they're not boosted. You've already given that advice. So you win. I'm going to come out very soon and make a video with my 4 red Ultron where he's going to just melt faces on the Doom 1.1, and that's how I'll respond to it. I'm not going to respond to it directly, though. I feel it doesn't warrant a direct response like that. So that's what that is. And someone came on my server today and tried to start something, and I didn't ban them. I simply told them, this is not a democracy, and you can go ahead and think whatever you want to think about Ultron. He's working great for me. You can build him or not build him. It's entirely up to you. But not opening, look, the red star situation is this. And maybe Genome can help me out on this because it's really like simple math is what I'm talking about here when it comes to red stars. When you open basic red stars, basic red orbs, mathematically, this is not my feelings. These percentages do not care about my feelings. All right, mathematically, I'm going to get somewhere, I'm going to get somewhere between a 1 and 3 red star. Most likely, I'm going to get a 2 red star. That's going to be the most likely outcome is a 2 red star. And yes, Genome knows, well, it's a little bit more than 1%. It's like 1.3% chance that I'm going to get a 5 and above. Now, even a 5 is easy to buy with silver credits. Can you buy all characters every month to 5 with just your silver credits? No. Do you need 5 red on every single character? No. So, but you do have a means to get that. You have that. So even if you pull minor red stars on a character, you can easily buy them up. You can easily buy 1 5 every, you get 150 free silver credits every month. And you can take someone up to 5. So it's not like you don't have this desperate need. You shouldn't feel like this desperate need to have 5 red stars on all your characters. And if you're only buying a character up to like 3 or 4 red stars, you can. How many characters can you take up to? You can basically take 3 characters every month up to 4 red stars with the free red credit, the free silver credits we get. Yeah. So what the hell? Like you don't need to open these at all. Other for dark
like
credits.
Gold orbs.
Yeah, like gold orbs. Like this doesn't make any sense. And yeah, to get higher than a 5 is actually a 0.3% chance. Like, yes, and people do it. Yeah, I know people do it. But the odds are so astronomically low. And the whole time you're earning elite credits. So, now I'm very lucky. I've been if people have watched the channel, my luck is probably legendary at this point because I'm opening like 1 Elite 4 and I pull a 5 on like the first one for the new character. That is a little stupid how lucky that is. But even if that wasn't happening, I have 28 of them at this point. They build up, and this is free to play. I don't buy these at all. I haven't bought a red star in like 2 years. Like I was totally guilty of buying, I think I bought one of the $50. The first day they came out, it was like, oh, $50. Let's play red star lottery. Let's gamble for red stars. Because every pull was like very exciting when they first came out. Do you remember how you felt when red stars first came out?
Oh yeah. Well, I had that sick feeling in the pit of my stomach knowing that it was going to be a huge gate. But yeah, I was pretty excited, especially because, the first day, especially, every one you're pulling is a huge upgrade. Yeah. Big upgrade, big upgrade, big upgrade. Yeah, and there's a lot less characters back then, too. So, but that wears off pretty quick.
Yeah, the despair sets in.
You start seeing dupes, and then you start seeing minions, and it's like, oh man, this is painful. And then you just because then you didn't have a way of even like directly upgrading stuff, so it was like, yeah, what a lottery that was. But it was fun the first day or two. I'm gonna admit that, but
yeah,
not that I had that many stars anyway. I don't buy anything in this game, so I had very little, only what the game gave you. So
yeah, it was fun when it first happened, and I'll say that when I'm having fun, that's what'll trigger me spending money on something. Because I'm like, I'm having fun. This is fun. I will spend money to have more fun. Whereas at this point, I would never buy red stars because they're not fun. They're just like grueling and dumb, whatever, man. And yeah, you get the means. And I think there's a chart out there, and I don't know if it's been updated, but I was looking at it the other day where they had charted out stars. like what was worth more, like one yellow, one red, and it looked like at 5 red was just a few steps under 7 red. Like 5 full red stars was only like 4 steps removed from the 7 red option. I mean, 7 red's like nuts, but 5 red is very high.
Very good. Boylan did a video on that too.
Like higher than 6 yellow and 4 red. 5 red is boss. So having
like Kestrel's 5 red, 5 yellow, and she's 130K, and she demolishes everything. That's Kestrel though too.
Yeah.
So
You're like set at that though. Like you're good. You don't need that. That's what you need.
No.
So people who are like, I need 6 or I need 7 is like, it's nice, but it's like not the thing. And you can buy. It's like you're like shooting yourself in the foot for like a discount that you might not even get. It's weird. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, my Kestrel just 5 red. It's plenty good.
Yep.
And
she just wrecks everything that she needs to wreck. There's no content that's tuned to 7 red yet.
No, not yet.
So
yeah, 5
that'll
red
do you just fine.
It's crushing
Don't
it.
chase unicorns.
And I'll tell you on Kestrel, I struck out. I think I got no stars at all. Maybe I got like 1, but I think then I bought everything else with silver credits. And I didn't feel that it set me back. By the time I needed her at 5 red, I had her at 5 red. I wasn't like behind. And I'm in a top 20 alliance. It's not that I'm in some lowly alliance that isn't running like the top content. It's just that it wasn't needed until it was. It kind of like how the skill team that just came out is. Like, I know a 6 red Sam would be amazing, but he is fine at 2 red, and he is just as fine at 3 red, and he's going to be amazing at 5 red, which I won't even get to. By the end of 2 I'm salty about that too. By the end of 2 strike passes, I will only have a 4 red Sam after $40 in $2
$40?
months of time, and 2 months of like dedicated slavish devotion to the game.
Even more than usual.
Yeah, it's like you should get more for 2 months of slavish devotion and $40.
Yeah, I pulled either 5 or 6 reds on him on both accounts. One account I got 5 reds on, the other one I got 6. And the funny thing is I pulled some red stars this morning on my baby account and pulled 6 red on America Chavez, and then next orb opened 6 red on Korath. So
dude, you got 6 red on America Chavez?
I did. I should put that in.
I'm so sorry.
In Reddit for the algorithm.
Yeah, I think there's a nerf coming on her, so that sucks. I mean, right now it's going to be fantastic, but as soon as that nerf hits, I'm so sorry.
All over.
You must be so excited for the moment. What can you do with that? I imagine you've won the game right now.
The question is, what can't you do with that? So, yeah, it's gonna
Okay.
it's gonna set Reddit on fire. I'll put her at about 140K or so, and then yeah, the game is on easy mode at that point. So I'll even shelve Kestrel.
Oh my god. All right, so Grandmaster Wapo, he's just on a tear. He loves highlighting things. He wants to know, do we get a shirtless stream with pasties at 6K subs? I don't think that's a popular thing.
Technically, all I have to do is take off my shirt, and my body is pasty. So I don't have to.
That's true. I'm rather pasty myself. Does that count? I think we're good. We're already pasty. All right.
I'm northern pasty now.
We're
So.
very pasty. We don't need to be more pasty. What time?
Here's
is
another
it?
one might be kind of interesting. Is how many RTA passes do you think they're selling this month?
None. Nobody's buying anything anymore. Nobody's buying.
Moon
Nobody's
Knight.
buying.
What were they
this.
thinking, man? They've been better off putting Bishop in there again.
They're not going to sell these until they start putting tier 16s in here, and they will. They most certainly will put. They'll put tiers because everyone's all like, "How do I get tier 16s?" I'm like, you don't know. Right here, man. They're going to make it seem like you can't obtain them because they're going to stick them in raids. And maybe they'll stick them exclusively in raids for like a month to really get you agitated. And then they'll drop them on this real-time arena. And then you'll be set. What I want to know is where are the tier 13s?
Oh, they're going to get released soon. Upcoming
You think so?
in the future.
Oh.
Yes, they're going to
In
give
a
us
bit?
access. More access to those. They're actually going to double the amount of T13s we get out of the store to 2 instead of 1. So we'll be swimming in them then.
That sounds exciting. Because, yeah, right now I get 1 for 60,000.
Now you can get 2 for 120. Think of the savings.
Oh. Yeah.
That's
awful.
Times. I wonder, man.
It's awful.
I wonder.
It's awful. Well, it always hurts to buy them when there is the 3 in here because it's 180. that hurts. I do it because like gold is not as important to me as it is for other people. But man, it sucks.
Even the ones that I don't use, I buy them up to 61 because
Yeah.
someone's gonna need them. Promethium
Someone
is
will.
now usable again. Shield Hammer Tech, whoever used that before,
Jesus.
now you're using it. You know,
It's awful. It's awful. It's awful. Hopefully we can get it looked at. I don't know if it'll do anything, but we do have a thing on our server going where I'm going to get that in front of Cerebro. I don't know what he's going to do from it. We have a couple videos coming out this week about it, and then I'm going to wrap it up and send it off, and then we'll make a video about what happens after, which will be either good or bad. Probably bad.
I mean, at least it's like kind of impartial data. You know, people can either
Yeah.
like it, they just hit the like or not like on there, so you can see here's the numbers of people like and don't
Yeah.
like.
There you go.
We're not here raging at you. We're going to do it in a polite manner,
Yeah.
but you need to see this stuff, and this is what people are ticked off about. Ticked
Yeah.
off people don't buy things. You know?
Exactly.
And,
And no demands. Because unlike the other movements that always came with a bunch of like threats and stuff, like if you don't look at this, we're going to do none of that. Just, here it is. And we've done rather well in the server so far. I think we got over 400, 500 votes on that one. That's the big issue is the tier 13s. And I agree. Do you agree tier 13s are like probably the worst problem in the game?
of all the things to bottleneck people with tier 13, why?
Yeah.
I've never
It's
understood
weird.
it.
It stops
Especially when
me-
they're irrelevant. I mean, that made sense, but that was
stops-
2 tiers ago.
Yeah, it stops me from doing something as simple as this. Like, I can't do this. I can't take him to tier 13 because I can't afford to lose these. There's no way I can afford to lose these. I mean, number one, you use him for the best character in the game, America Chavez.
Oh, yes.
But number two, like the next character that comes out might need these, and I can't shoot myself in the foot. Like, I can't risk that. As an intelligent player, I can't risk this at all. So I can't do anything with Iceman, which is crazy because Iceman and the Astonishing X-Men are really good. And this is not a big spend. This is easy, except it's not because of this, which is crazy.
By the way, Wapo, they charge you extra to get a haircut. This svelte, so that's a tall order.
Oh, Valgrath has a train now. Valgrath's excited that he has a train.
Well, enjoy, I guess. Surprised he's not on me about raid keys.
I don't know what Stuart Morgan is trying to ask here. Level 85 isn't coming for a bit. I think it's in a couple patches from what we were talking about today in my alliance. I don't think it's this upcoming patch. And when level 85 drops, tier 16 is not dropping. It's just level 85, no tier 16, no tier 5 abilities, just levels because they're like super lazy and they don't want to screw things up. I don't know. It's really weird.
Wonder what the big stat's gonna be this time. See, before with 13s it was resistance, and then 14s it was health and some attacks. I wonder what it's gonna be this time. More focus.
I think it comes back to focus. That's what I've had in my head. I don't know if that's true, but if it does, that will definitely help symbiotes out, which kind of need it the most. Like if there's one team that I would want to take up to level 85 to kind of alleviate problems with just gold, it would be symbiotes. Because I don't want to put gear on them. Like I've already done it for Carnage here, but it would be easier to put level 85 on him than to do anything. Or like, especially something like Venom, which is a better example for me, particularly. Because I don't want to put tier 15 on him. But I
would start on Venom.
But I would put level 85 on him to see if that can carry him through what I need him to do.
I know your alliance mate would do it. The one you had the video about the other day.
Oh yeah, he's already done it. That's crazy. We're dropping that soon. The one shot on the symbiote boss, on the bio boss. Grandmaster Wappa wants to know. This guy is on a roll here. He wants to know what my favorite character is. I think I have to go with Ghost Rider. I think Ghost Rider's my favorite. And your favorite character is Punisher, Gino?
Yep, Punisher. And it's funny is I actually did a video with Ghost Rider in it yesterday, and how I overbuilt him because I like the character so much.
Well, same here.
Trash.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm in the same boat. I did the same thing, same exact thing, because I just like him. So I did do that. There's no point to this. This did not pay off the way I wanted it to at all.
I did get some use out of him in like DD3 in the city node because I already had him built. But he just sat there and soaked hits. That's all he did. He didn't. He just. I don't know. His mechanic is fundamentally flawed. It is very thematic. It fits him perfectly. Him
Yeah.
taking vengeance for those who were slain. But it's not good because if your characters are dying, he can't solo a team by himself. So.
Nah.
And his damage stinks outside of the penance dare and the retribution. So.
Yeah, he's not what you call good. I mean, I'm basically just hoping for a rework. Oh, here's a good thing to talk about. All right, here's a theory I've heard tossed around a lot, and I'd like to weigh in on. In this we're kind of having an informal chat about things. This isn't my normal stand up and stand on a soapbox and dish or whatever that I normally do. But I've been hearing a lot about the great culling, that the old characters are dead and only new characters are good, and I do believe in that to the point where we've made I made this thing, right? This whole bit. Everybody knows this by now. So I definitely do understand that it's only worth it to build these characters, but there is a difference between a soft reset or hard reset on a game and what is happening here. This is not, that's a misnomer that's out there. This is a hard reset. It's not what this is, because at any time, any one of these characters can become the new best character in the game. And if you want to look for a example of that, you can look no further than Gamora. Out of
Green and up top. Yep.
out of fucking nowhere, your worst character can become the best. Look at Nebula. Anytime, your worst character can become your best. So that is different than what's kind of being proposed in that all the first year characters are shit and they're shit forever. It's not true. It's literally not true. Like, no one ever saw. If you look at videos from like 2 months ago, Nebula is on everybody's single most shitty character list. She's number one with a bullet. She is the shittiest character. And
They
now,
took her off her node that she was on forever. They took her off of there.
yeah, the
That's
worst.
how bad she was.
The worst. So when people get like, well, and we're talking about that a little bit. So people get ideas in their head, like this character's shit and will always be shit, like Ultron. They're like, Ultron will be shit. Ultron is one character away from being the best character in the game. A soft rework away. I don't see a soft rework for him. What I see is a synergy. If you have a synergy with just one other character, let's just say MODOK. Let's say MODOK comes to the game and he makes it so that, bots are augmented. And as long as there's bots on the field, Ultron can't be killed. Let's just say something weird like that. Something crazy. Possible. They can literally they write the rules. They can make it work any way they want it to work. And there's crazier shit in the game than that. Now Ultron is suddenly the best goddamn thing that's ever been. As long as your MODOK is big enough. Because as long as your MODOK's alive, your bots are alive, your Ultron's alive, you win the game. That can happen. So I wouldn't get too stubborn, because what I feel is going to come, I think we were talking about this before we went live, is there's a new bio team coming. We all know bio needs a new team. I really feel it's going to involve Spider-Man. Maybe it won't, but we all know it's a problem that Spider-Man being like the best character, like in the most popular character in all of comics, basically, right? Is that accurate? Gino's my comic man.
Where does him Spider-Man? Or Batman, probably.
Okay. That's fair.
The most Eponius of all characters, but
yeah, Batman gets a movie made about him like every month. So yeah, Spider-Man's
normies
close.
know who Spider-Man is. Normies know who Batman is, even before the MCU and DCU was a thing. So
absolutely, Spider-Man's pretty. So he's probably the biggest Marvel character. We can put that caveat on it. So for them to not leverage this at some point, I would say in the near future, would be really weird. Especially with a new movie coming out, right? Do you know when that? You don't watch the new movies, right?
No, I hate the MCU and I don't like the DCU either. So
see, now there's something to do. I want to watch all the Marvel movies with you, Genome. Would you submit to that torture?
Maybe. I still haven't seen Endgame yet, so I just refuse to watch anything they put out.
It's crazy.
I'm tired of the bastardization of my once loved franchises. So
that's crazy.
But I have a weird sense of things like that. So.
That's crazy. See, I would just like to get your opinion as you watch those. I think that would be fascinating. I would want to submit you to that torture. I enjoy them. I enjoy them, but maybe I'm less emotional about it, but I'm able to kind of divorce and maybe it's because I don't know as much too. And I would like to get that like, did you watch Iron Man?
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Like
My theory on Iron Man is this: people didn't go to watch Iron Man; they went to watch Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man.
Yeah.
They liked that character. Iron Man was a C-lister in the comics. He had his own run for quite a while, but it was never a huge seller.
Nope.
And he would bounce in and out of the different Avengers teams, but he wasn't an A-lister by far. But look who made him an A-lister in the movies. So I think they went to see him just as much as they went to see Iron Man itself. So.
Oh, okay. We got a question here about Infinity Watch and Heroes for Hire. I don't think that Shang-Chi is going to ruin Infinity Watch. I think Infinity Watch my Infinity Watch will be fine. Your Infinity Watch, I don't know. But my Infinity Watch is my strongest team at almost 750K. My Infinity Watch is still eating through any Heroes for Hire. No worries. I might have to actually play the match. Right now, when I face Heroes for Hire in war, I just hit auto, put my phone down, and then I come back and I've won. So it's easy. I think with Shang-Chi, I'm going to have to make sure I kill Shang-Chi, then put it on auto, set the phone down, and then I'll win. How's your Infinity Watch doing?
Oh, it's awful, but I'm basically at a gold bottleneck at this point, so I'm just slowly raising him up because I'm going to use them for DD4 Cosmic anyway. So,
okay,
every day or two I buy them a couple levels, but they're not that good right now. They're only like 150K or so. Most of that's Gamora.
So yeah, you might have some issues, but will you really? Because you don't fight alliances that are going to have a huge Heroes for Hire and a Shang-Chi day one. Like, what is that?
No, I'll see like the occasional 600K or so Heroes for Hire. That's about as big as they get in my war.
So it's not like a real person problem. This is like a top 10 alliance problem, or say maybe, kinda. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to worry about there. At least not really stress about hard, or be really mad. I think I'm really excited about Shang-Chi because I can totally skip him. I think it's great. I think it's great. Because I need some characters I can skip so I can start banking up some tier 4s. It's been a little hard to get enough tier 4s because all these new teams require maxed out tier 4s to use. And that's the one point where I'm really coming up short. Somebody wanted to see this today. They wanted to see my Secret Avengers on the Gamma Raid. So here we go. Or on the Alpha Raid. I like to use them with Zemo because I have Zemo. I wouldn't suggest Zemo to build Zemo just for this purpose, but if you have him, he's a skill character and will benefit from some of the synergies here. This is on 4-3. What are you running the alpha on? What's your alliance doing?
I forget what lane I have right now. Should probably actually.
Are you guys running the 4-2 or the 4-3?
No, I think we're at 4-2. I think we're down low, so we don't push anything too hard. We're still in like U7-5, so
there's really not much point to.
Yeah, we've dipped our toes into Doom Raid and all, but it's beyond us. So
yeah, that's gonna smart a bit. I mean, if you're inclined to kind of get new things, people are worried about that because you can't get into. I don't know. It's a really weird situation they're kind of putting everybody in, isn't it? But is it?
Yeah, it is odd. It is odd.
Is it that different than what was happening before, though? Like, how does gear normally get released? Like, refresh my memory if you can recall. How did tier 15 drop?
In those orbs for 18 for $25 for about 2 months before.
And it was
more easily available in the RTA pass.
It was war based, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, war currency. I can't remember if that was the first place they released it was war currency, but I think the offer came out first, like a week ahead of that or something like that, like they usually do.
For cash. And then in RTA.
Which was the huge selling point.
And yeah, I guess, it kind of breaks the fallacy that war is a team effort because the better you did as an individual, the more war currency you have, the more you hoarded it up, the more tier 15s you had. They're trying to prevent that. Here it is, everybody. We've ruined it for ourselves. We've ruined the tier 16 release method because of the shit that we're doing, which is what I'm doing right now. They know nobody's buying this shit anymore. And the longer they go on, because what I have I have 27,000 of the elite credit because I don't need tier 15s anymore. So if they come out with an orange gear war or a teal gear war orb, and they make it readily available with war credits, and this is the main way you get it, I would blast right into Dark Dimension 5, right? Screw everything up.
I doubt they'd be doing that because I think a lot of people are thinking just like you. Everyone who's completed DD4 a while back, they're just hoarding those credits.
Because this is
I'll
how
hoard
you,
them anyway. But
this is how you did it. This is how you did, and this was, I don't know. Was that fair? It definitely wasn't good for them.
they hate when people hoard. They hate it.
Yeah,
that's why I do it. It's just to irk them.
Yeah, this wasn't good for them to do it this way. So yeah, they're going to change it for this. And
they're going to put the teal gear. They're going to put it in the paid lanes of both the RTA and Strike Pass. I think they'll start putting it in the Strike Pass just to sell those things again.
I think they'll put it in RT. I think Strike Pass sells because I only buy 20, 40 a month, and it's the one thing I buy is the Strike Pass because I want the new character good. I guess I didn't buy it. I think I bought the Silver Surfer one because Silver Surfer, which was stupid. I feel dumb for all the money I've spent on Silver Surfer. It's only $60, but I feel dumb about it. It
makes you feel any better. It broke the fixed MSF movement, by the way, just like Cyclops did before him.
Oh, man. What happened?
Silver Surfer breaking the fixed MSF movement.
It divided
he
the
did
front?
that single-handedly, remember?
They were going to not spend, and then he dropped in, and then everybody was like, oh, no, we're happy now. We're just going to buy Silver Surfer. It's fine.
They just, who knows? I like to see their profits for that quarter. Just what happened when he dropped alone. And then they made a mistake and released him for too many times to people. And so everyone got the privilege of buying him more times.
Yeah.
They made so much money in that sky that it's not used a ton. So
the good news is they never sold an offer since. Everybody learned their lesson after that. Nobody buys anything anymore, which is good. Because if they kept buying things, you're not in on that joke. You don't know what I'm doing here because you're not here when we do the reacts. I did this reaction. We do reactions on Friday. We do these nice little chats with people on Monday at 6:30 Eastern Standard Time here on Twitch. And then on Wednesdays, I don't know what the hell happens at 9:30, but I usually come on around 10. At 9:30, some psychopath in a mask comes out here and looks at Reddit or something, from what I understand. I think he hands you that footage too. You get strange footage Wednesday night.
Say what you will about that guy, but he's very photogenic. So.
Handsome. So that happens Wednesdays at 9:30, and then Fridays at 9:30 we do reactions to things, and we were watching the history of predatory video game practices. And the one thing they said that was like poison, the thing that will kill your mobile game, is if there is a conception that no one spends on it. If there's a perception that no one spends on it, that will kill your mobile game. So the meaner they are to me, the more I like to let people know no one's actually buying anything in this game anymore. It's just not happening.
I think Valley said it best in one of the collabs he did a few times ago. It was, I'm no longer angry at them. I'm just apathetic. I don't care.
Don't care.
That's the worst.
Not buying
some people
offers?
even angry spend, right? I'm sure some people were angry at Scopely. Sure bought Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I was angry and I bought him.
Mm-hmm. But if they're like, what's it going to do for me if even if I get him, he's going to be power crept or he's going to be useless. It's still the same game, even with him in it. Who cares? That's the funeral dirge for any kind of mobile game or company, period, apathy.
Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. All right, speaking of apathy, so we got a new real-time arena now. How do you feel about that? Valgrath wants me to stop buying the strike passes. Look, I don't know, man. I don't mind supporting the game in that way. I don't mind it. I don't like that they're telling me what to do. I don't mind spending $20 every month for the only game I play. I only play Marvel Strike Force. It's all I do. I make videos about it. I come out 3 times a week. I'm very into Marvel Strike Force. No, I would never buy 250 SBCs for 20. That's actually nuts. That's crazy. The Strike Pass is a good value because they made it a good value. But SBCs, I don't need that crap, dude.
Read up there real quick
Look.
before we start an RTA. See where Uber 1980 says. A couple of comments up.
Look at this crap right here, man. Do I need 250 SBCs? No, man. No, I don't need that crap.
But it's only 10 cents a piece.
Oh my God! All right, we had a highlighted comment up here.
Yeah, well, it's look for Uber 1980 says. Basically, he says they literally continue the no spend movement. Sorry, it just went up.
Oh, here we go.
But excluded new release characters. Remember when they did that? They were like, okay, but we're just going to buy the new characters. We're not going to spend money on the old stuff. That was how they were going to fix MSF. I don't know. That one made me laugh so hard.
All
A lot
that
of
stuff is
CCs were
crazy.
behind
No,
it.
we can't use this like tact where we don't buy things or try to get people not to buy. I don't look. It's on my server. We got it. We got spot right up to the top. We're just because I was inspired actually by our man Philosopher. He talked to Cerebro, and he had his server, and he had people have complaints, and they only had like 11 reactions. And Cerebro was like, "Oh yeah, that sounds really good. I'll take this over to the team, and I'll ask them if it's working as intended." For 11 reactions. So if I send, and we're going to get this done. Valley's already agreed to help out. We have our list of problems with all the people reacting. If it affects you, put a reaction. Don't just mark them all. Read them. Whichever ones affects you. Have you marked the ones that are affecting you, Gino?
No, honestly, I haven't.
Come on, man.
I'll get over there. Maybe right after the show, I'll get over there. I stay away from your Discord and everything related to you while I'm not editing. So.
You probably see enough of me.
That's why I tell people at work, because I don't think about you when I leave this office. And that freaks them out when they say things like that.
Yeah, that's smart. No, I've always said that too. I'm like, you
I'll
are all dead to me as soon as I go home. It is over. No, that's true. But yeah, check it out. There's a list of things there. The top one, I think the top two are here. I can look at it right now. I'll tell you what the top. I actually have a video coming out about this too, which is dated now because we've done it. It's gone on for a while since that. Don't think I've forgotten about it though. I want to make sure people know this isn't I do have things where I'm like, oh, I'm going to do this thing. And then a week later, I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. This is not one of those things. These things actually neck and neck right now. The two issues that are biggest are T13 gear pieces are far too rare and expensive. I don't have the solution for this. That's up to them. I'm just saying that that's a problem I think the whole player base can get behind. Or at least half of my server has agreed that tier 13 gear pieces are far too rare and expensive. The other half, the other four, it might be the same people, I don't know. The strike pass release method does not give enough shards on its own, and it is much slower than other methods of release. Honestly, that's just like a fact. That's not even like, I'm not even griping there. That's just real. And those are the top two.
Is the Yellow Jacket one didn't take the lead spot? The availability of the Yellow Jacket?
No, I don't think people care. I think a lot of people who are past Yellow Jacket or were here when Yellow Jacket came out just don't care. That is a problem that Yellow Jacket's been unfarmable for new players for far too long, but it only has 149 reactions on it. So jump in there. I think that's actually the least amount of reactions is on that. Because people just don't realize how much of a problem it is for new players. It is. It's a huge problem for new players.
Any of the Doom campaigns are a huge problem for new players, mostly because it once again punishes you and makes you go wide, spending precious resources on teams that mean nothing in the game, but you have to because so many important characters are gated behind those campaigns. So
it kills the new player experience. It's the one thing where Tony Scungili did a series on this, where he started up a new account and he went through, and as soon as he got to the point where he couldn't get to the Doom campaign, he was like, "Fuck this! I've wasted $160. I'm done." And I can't recommend other people start playing this game because even if you kind of spend to progress, he was having fun. And then he hit this wall where he couldn't get into the Doom campaign. He was like, no, fuck this. This is stupid. This is not fun.
It's ridiculous, man. You get to the city nodes, city. No one's working on. They might be doing it now. The Heroes for Hire or the Defenders. Who did that? I mean, you still have to build aim for the original Villains campaign or the Doom campaigns, whatever were there, but. Villain campaigns. That's right. But still, it's like they make you burn so much, and that's why that's another reason I did that video on how to solo Doom 3.7 through 3.9 just using Kestrel. That's like one of the most important things I think a new player could do, because otherwise you got to put so much gear into a couple of hero, mist, or supernatural characters, Ghost Rider and Doc Strange, or Power Armor, who are useless. So hey, put it all into Kestrel, run her solo. You'll 3-star them all. off to the races.
Which campaign is this?
Doom campaign 3.7 through 3.9.
3.7.
I believe the criteria is it's
wow.
hero supernatural and hero tech. I think it is.
Hero tech or hero supernatural. Wow.
Yeah.
But you can just do Kestrel
Awful.
right through here. You can just Kestrel this.
Just Kestrel it solo. Don't bring anyone with her. When she's about 94K or so, you can solo everything. I have
But
a
that
video
sucks
where I do
for
all three
everyone.
fights.
That sucks for everyone who started today. She's a premium only. She's like the hardest gate. This is unobtainable. Same with the anti-venom, of course. That's rough.
And once again, and we talked about this a little bit off stream before we got on there, I don't understand why they're gating some of these characters. The meta is leaving them behind at light speed, and yet you still can't max out your symbiote Spider-Man. You still can't max out your anti-venoms. Why? Why are they gating them like this?
Yeah, it's rough. It's, I have an anti-venom that's sitting at 244 out of 300. He's going to be sitting there for a while. It sucks. I mean, to get you to buy it. I mean, they're doing this thing now, I guess, which is very sweet of them, where you can go in for power cores, and they're putting these characters that are kind of unobtainable in here now. I don't have any right now, but I guess then the thing is they're in there at 20% odds, so you can sit up here and you can refresh the store like a slot machine, which is actually hyper predatory, by the way.
Oh yeah.
This is really sick.
Moondragon was the testing ground, boy. When who knows how much money they made on cores with that little offer that she did.
Yeah, the $100 unlock offer, which I brought up a few times. People would be outraged if that was an actual offer. If that was actually here right at top and it said Moondragon unlock $100, there would be so many videos. I mean, not now because all the content creators have quit and nobody's spending any money. But back in the day, that would have caused people like major outrage. And now because they hide it in this supply section, like almost no one cares. And in fact, people make videos about how they're unlocking it. Which is like, what the hell? Just lose the entire script. It's crazy.
It's something. But they're gonna do that again. They'll do that every time. Now.
Yeah, it seems to be the thing. It seems to be the thing. Which is crazy because like it's $100 to do that. And then like 3 days later, you can do the same thing for $50. It's actually half price for like 3 days advantage.
And like you say, man, thank goodness for Wales because they support the game. They are the ones that fund this game that I play. But I just is not in my makeup to understand why someone would do that. I just wait.
That one's
for a couple days.
That one's the worst one. It's horrendous pricing. It should not. No one should be taking advantage. Everyone should be taking it. If we're gonna unite the community on not spending, that would be the one to not spend on. Because, God, is it really that hard to avoid dropping $100 on a new character that way for like such a small? It's almost like the anxious streamer advantage, the anxious YouTuber advantage, where you get to make videos about it early. Mm-hmm. Which honestly
makes sense then.
Honestly, the game company should just give you the cores, which they don't, by the way. Some people think that envoys get cores or envoys get money or they don't get any of that shit. In other games, they do. In Marvel Strike Force, they don't. There's actually very little advantage to actually being a legit envoy. If I wanted to be an envoy, I hear all I have to do is apply and I could be an envoy. Maybe not at this point because like half of my videos say that, Scopely's horrible. That might be a problem or not. They're also kind of lazy and they might not even check. But I wouldn't get anything. Yeah, Nightly Gaming screwed up everything. That is true, Life Woos. Do you remember the Nightly Gaming scandal?
Well, which one was that?
He was a YouTuber who I believe unintentionally admitted that they were giving him cores.
Oh, I missed that one.
Which honestly they should be. Like this guy's like basically working for them. But being upfront about it would have been good. The problem is that he was on a shared shard with everybody. He's on the same server as everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
So are the Scopely employees, and I can't believe that they're not coring themselves. I mean, they have from what I understand, the Scopely employees that play the game have some unfair advantages too that we don't have. And they're on the same server with us.
You mean just having the developers in your back room might be a slight advantage?
There you go. There's that for a start, and I believe they also have some features in game, like Sim Blitz. They had that before we did. and they were on our server.
Mm.
So I don't think they give a shit. I mean, that's the thing. If you're half the people making videos on YouTube for this game don't actually give a shit to participate at the high level that like I am or most players are. They don't want it. They just want to unlock the characters and show you the new toys. So give them the fucking cores and let them do that, and stop making them spend, comes out of their budget to do that. I mean, I just be upfront about it though. This is a sponsored video. I've been sponsored by Sculpey to make this video. Here's the new character. That's cool.
Like an Amazon review,
Yeah.
Yes, they sent me this product. I'm going to give it a review now.
I would give my honest review. I would be that if that was the Envoy program, I would enroll. But that's not the Envoy program, so fuck that. If they would reimburse me for checking out new characters in an unbiased way, you bet, no problem.
Those who ask if Megan's still playing.
No, Megan stopped like the second that video. She actually stopped during the video. There was a point in the video where she uninstalled and never went back.
She ran out of resources.
Yeah, she was like, I'm all out of stuff. Cerebro was like, yeah, you wasted it all. I tried to tell you that Taskmaster isn't part of the skill military team, but you kept going.
It was just too juicy. She couldn't stop herself. So.
Oh, Megan. That's all right. It's better that she doesn't play. We like Megan.
Oh.
Okay, I've launched my Doom raid. All is well in the world now. All right, our raids are live. All right, this game is boring now. Let's move on to something.
Well, we were talking about RTA. Let's talk about RTA a little bit.
Oh, RTA? You're not letting me move on. All right, let's go back to RTA. All right, yeah. So how is RTA for you? I guess it's working out because you have Kestrel.
It's working out well. I just did I did a Reddit post about it. I was going to do a video, but who wants to see that over and over? It's the Kestrel Brigade.
Kestrel Team Arena.
I happen to like the knockouts better
KTA.
than the abilities. So
It's KTA, Kestrel Time Arena.
basically, I'm a little confused about them like stopping the protector trait though. That one's confusing to me.
Weird. There are like no protectors, so I guess no, it's for Sam. They wanted to ban Sam without banning Sam, I guess. So
but autotaunters are the only way you can have a prayer against Kestrel too. So just other than Bishop, I don't understand why they deleted those out of there.
I guess there's that. But yeah, I don't know. So you like it better? You're getting knockouts easier.
And I was done in less than an hour. That was from starting from 0 all the way to 200 knockouts. I'm just bang, 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 bang. You have to pay a little bit of attention because you're going up against other Kestrel teams that way.
Okay.
But I don't mind. I like to grind. So it'll be an easy one, even though I don't care about Moon Knight. I love him as a comic book character, but I don't care about him in the game. But So I do prefer the knockouts. It makes it more of a try-hard experience, but I think it's a lot less frustrating. So
Grandmaster Wampo has a nice combination there. He uses Kestrel and Magneto.
Yeah, but they screwed up because you can't use Blob now. The whole key that I used to use was Toad, Blob, Magneto, Kestrel, and then somebody is the fifth, either Emma for the speed down or Shatterstar for the defense down. And those teams wreck. But you have to have Blob because Blob screws up their Kestrel. Since he's blocked this week or whatever, it screws up that thing.
All right, maybe that's why it's there, just to screw you up.
Maybe. I don't know.
This is weird. They can't kill my Kestrel. I can't kill their characters. The hell?
You're not going for abilities
this
anymore.
ends up happening a lot to me because I play it on auto. So I end up on like these infinite loops. Normally a Kestrel versus a Kestrel. And they just can't kill each other. And it's just stupid. Oh, yeah.
I've had those. It gets depressing when you have like an entire Brotherhood team left over and they can't kill one Kestrel, so.
Yeah, like this is depressing. And we're not getting... Now, this used to be great because everybody would be getting their abilities right now. And that'd be great.
Yep.
This is not great now. This is just a waste of time.
So this is some good characters.
They don't know how to make this mode fun. I don't think they want to make this mode fun. Because I think to make this mode fun, you would have to balance it. But then people who spent money on stuff wouldn't get to feel like good.
Yep.
But I don't think people who got to spend money on stuff are feeling good right now. They're just feeling Kestrel. Because it's all
They're
Kestrel.
just hoping everyone who gets beat up by said people will inspire those people who got beat up to go out and buy their way into feeling better. So
yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm not. It doesn't feel better or worse. It I guess it just feels like real-time arena still. It's not improved. It's not horrible, not better. Just different, but still crappy. All right, so here's something. All right, so you're not getting any blue ISO.
Nope. I am without blue.
Well, that's probably for the best because it sucks. It's just the system they have for getting it just sucks. Where you have to open these random orbs. You've heard about this, right?
Oh, yes.
And then you just get like random stuff. And the worst part of it is that you don't have a way to like check your inventory. It took me like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to kind of go through and keep track. I found out I needed blaster. But there's no real, I guess you can kind of go in here and find out. And if you kind of know what numbers you have, like I know these are low numbers. Because most of my other blue ISO are all like 30s. And these are 8s. But I think that's the best, just if anybody here is dealing with blue ISO, and hail Justin. The best thing to do is to kind of open them evenly because you're going to run out of blue ions before you run out of the crystals, just like with the green ones. So if you kind of just make sure that you're keeping all your inventories well stocked between these different classes, then you'll kind of even out the ion problem. You won't get what you want, but you're not getting that anyways. What game do you think you're playing, right? So spreading it out seems to be the best strategy. At least that way you don't get as frustrated. You feel like you feel like you're making progress. You're not making any progress. I mean, it's an intentional bottleneck. It's so that someone like me can't get so far ahead of you that by the time they do let you have blue ISO, you can catch up to me in a reasonable amount of time. So if you're getting all stressed out because you don't have blue eye, Genome's not stressed out. Be like Genome. You're not worried.
Me in this game anymore.
You're not worried about it. You know they're going to literally hand you like people. They're going to hand you blue ISO like they're handing everybody green ISO, right?
Yep. Around the time red is forecast to be released, they'll start giving this away like candy.
They're going to dump blue ISO on you. It's like all I'm doing is I'm skipping the line. I'm going to be stuck at the same wall.
After they've broken all the casual alliances with things like Blue SO and Teal Gear, then they'll start giving it away. But they're going to wait till they do that first to get everyone to hyper-competitive alliances that like to spend money and feel FOMO like to the umpteenth degree. And then they'll start releasing that stuff.
That's happening too, man. A lot of top alliances are breaking up this Sunday. I've never had so many people in my inbox looking for alliances because I do the recruitment for my alliance. And I've never had so many people who are like, you got any spots? You know who has spots? This alliance is this top alliance is breaking up. This one's merging. Like, oh my God, it's like all of them.
It started with Silver Surfer, and this is like just the icing on the cake. So they're culling the weak, I'd say at this point, or at least the non-spenders, what they consider weak.
Yeah, no telling. All right, let's move on if we can, and let's see what time do we got here. We're not going to hang out all night. We're not crazy people. We're probably going to go in a little bit.
7:25 or so.
All right, I was going to talk because we're celebrating 5,000 over. We have 5,120 subscribers on this channel now. It's going to go back here. I think last time we had you on, we watched like one of the first videos that you edited.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we sure did.
I wanted to find one that wasn't very watched. I know Red Skull is actually interesting because I can't even remember that one. That was our biggest video until that Heroes for Hire thing took over.
Hero for Hire vid, yep. That was a good video because it was a hot take at the time. People were totally slept on Red Skull. Myself included, because I couldn't afford to work on them. But it opened some eyes, I think, and I bet a lot of Red Skulls got worked on shortly thereafter.
And it still holds up. He's not fantastic. He's a War Attack now. I use Hydra with Phoenix, and it's fantastic. It beats Brotherhood Doom teams fairly consistently. But yeah, he's not as good as he used to be. I think some of these. I think my favorite one that got overlooked was Power Armor. Essential power armor builds. I know that one got eclipsed like the moment it came out. It was pretty good. Do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite video you worked on from the past?
Which one did I have most fun on? Every one of those I do something when I do something new on it, like I put together some funny skit. I like those, but maybe for all together one, I like the one you did on Punisher because I like the Punisher quite a bit.
That's a good one.
That was a fun one.
That was good. He's still good too. I like him on that.
Mm-hmm.
I like him on Shadowlands instead of Electra. I think
he's deceptively good there.
I think Electra is weak and not worth it. Here's the Power Armor one. Actually got 1,800 views. That's not bad in retrospect. I think people have been going back to the old stuff and binge watching. These views have been going up back here. These were not as high. Thank you.
They're
Thank
kind
you,
of evergreen.
everybody.
So
yeah, no, I try to remove them if they're not funny or good anymore. Like this, the Power Armor one holds up. I keep talking about it. The Power Armor one holds up because I tell you not to put any tier 4s into this. I went through it really shows the power creep on tier 4s because the old tier 4s on Power Armor are just like stupid.
Oh my gosh. What was the one with
like
was it
not even
rescues
useful.
is like plus 500 health or
Yeah.
whatever is
It's
barrier
like
or some nonsense like that.
ridiculous. Yeah, it's stupid.
Let's see.
Somebody wants the trench coat for Punisher. Would you be in the market for a trench coat for Punisher in the game?
Yeah, I can dig at that.
Yeah,
And
we
he usually
everybody
wore
buy
a
that.
brown one too, wasn't a black one usually. So
That was a good one. Mr. Hargrave coming to you live
Whoa.
tonight on Twitch.
Oh my
we
God.
have Power Armor, essential ability upgrades, the T4 upgrades. Power Armor, is it worth? We went through many phases of Hargrave hair coming out. We're just coming. I mean, we're still in quarantine. How are things around where you are at? Are things more normal than here in New Jersey?
yeah, it's pretty open. I'm here in West Virginia. We don't put much stock in it, but I mean, it was all locked down pretty hard. But I was able to get my coif done at any
All
given
right.
time. So
All right, good deal.
just had to mask up into place or whatever.
Yeah, things are rough here. I mean, things are okay in Central Jersey, but we're so close to I mean, I guess we're really worried about schools because younger kids can't get vaccinated, so we're still rough. But yeah, I've gone through some hair changes. We've just decided to let it go. But I think I was still in between.
Gonna go for your Nick Cave look here soon. So.
Yeah, I was still in between here, and undecisive between should I just let this go or deal with this.
Look at that
Is it
massive
anymore?
power armor. That could almost handle the Doom campaign.
It's kind of
3-7.
falling out. I know a lot of people down in the mid game are probably still relying upon this every single. All right, so now no one's relying upon power armor, right? Power armor's totally dead now. Is there any use for this? Is anyone using power armor on anything anymore? It's just
No,
toast.
I haven't even used them in war. I don't trust them in war.
It's not even a war attack. It's
There's not enough
nothing.
damage, and
nothing.
And rescue's just too squishy. As soon as she goes down,
Nothing.
it's over. So
Nothing. I mean, here's the thing I was saying earlier, though, about your old teams. This is dead, but it's like one rework away from being the best team in the game. It could happen any moment.
yep.
So
you get the Hulkbuster armor in there, and
Yeah.
it's going to be like a mini legendary. It's going to give
boom, and the whole
massive
team's
stuff
back.
to everybody.
They do it all the time. And I like that about these games like this. I enjoy that your worst character can become your best, but it makes it tricky to give new players information because I think a lot of the stuff out there for new players is don't do this or don't build that or don't farm this. Everyone would say, oh, you got to be crazy for farm and rescue. And I'm like, I don't know, man. Someday rescue is going to be the best character in the game for reasons. Who knows? It's probably.
Farmed her incidentally. I just wish they'd moved Domino out of the Blitz Orb. I need to farm her hard. She's my last character I need for 7 stars.
There you go. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, you can definitely think about today, but I wouldn't necessarily I think when I was starting off in the game, one of the things that I think helped me, and I don't think it's a valid, I don't even know if it's a valid strategy now. But one thing that I went for is I always tried to make sure to have 7 stars on everybody. Because you kind of never know, and it was an easier thing to bank on because there were less characters, so there was more chance of the lottery landing on a character. Whereas now, I don't know what kind of circumstances we would need to land on a rescue. You know, would it kill them if they could say every year here's what we're planning to rework? Would that kill their FOMO to the point where they would lose money, or is that something that? Because that would really be helpful for new players. If they could give you a heads up of 6 months. This is the kind of shit that I would think would be in the roadmap. Here's the roadmap. We're definitely going to pay. You don't have to be specific what date or time, but be we're having a look at power armor. We're having a look at this. And so you could know as a player, ooh, I should probably maybe farm rescue a little bit, farm war machine a little bit, make sure I get some of these shards. because in the next 6 months, that might happen. Otherwise, I think you're just going to have players just ignore all this shit and just, I mean, maybe that's the tactic. Ignore all this shit, get a lot of FOMO, and then you have to like power farm. I don't know.
Yeah. See, the problem is a prepared gaming populace is one that doesn't have to spend as much money upon release. So yeah, I don't think they'll ever give us that big of a roadmap, even though it would make total sense. Like having a legendary cadence that made sense.
Yeah.
Same thing, but
I don't know. I mean, the good news is if you do power farm something for cores, like if you refresh something if I think rescue's on a node, right? So if you do her node 3 times a day for any character that's on a node, if you refresh it 3 times, do it thrice, you usually get 10 shards per day, which, you know, over the span of time, you can fully max out a character pretty fast if you're dedicated to it. Like when they finally announce when Adam Warlock's going to come around again, I'll probably need to do that with Polaris. Like get really serious about it and start refreshing her 3 times a day. And I imagine I'll be there. But I think on Adam Warlock, I'm more worried about Longshot because he shows up so infrequently in the War Store at this point because there's so many damn characters in the War Store.
Yeah, I know. I made a video about that too.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was a good point. I was like, that actually affects everybody. That sucks. They need to drop another layer in there.
It's like it doesn't hurt them.
No, I mean that would be
more
something.
If people run out of war credits more often, they'll probably pay money to get their war teams up so they get better rewards.
Oh yeah, but no one's refreshing it. I mean, that's crazy. We're not going to be here. I got to go back. I got to show that thing because that actually bugs me. That was a really good video of yours. Just one more layer. We got this up here. Just give us one more. Just one more right under it. That fix. I think this would go on my next batch of stuff to talk about with them to get reactions on. Not enough slots in the War Store for characters. I don't think that's working as intended.
I mean, is anyone in this world using war credits on SBCs, for goodness sakes? I mean, anybody? Not for the value getting in there.
Yeah, right. We don't need. Yeah, you could easily take this away and put another one of those. But I mean, they can actually put as many rows in here as they want. Yeah, get the perp. Just get all the get the blue gear out of here.
No.
Just remove the damn blue gear. My God. Yeah, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And just give us one more layer for this. Because and you're absolutely right. I think it would drive up spending more than anything. Because I would run out of war currency. I might actually give a shit about war if I had another layer in here. Just the ability to spend the war currency would get me to want the war currency. But because I can't spend it, I actually hover right around 20,000 credits. I buy every single one that I need every time I see it. And I hover around 20,000 credits because it's there so infrequently.
Yeah, me too. I usually around 10K.
This is not working as intended, in my opinion. Nope. That's bad design. Like bad design for them. Like for them to get money, that is stupid. They should fix that. Like I think if we pulled that to their attention, they would fix that. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I don't even I need him, but I'm not even farming for Bishop at all right now. So I ignore him when he pops up. I'm just going for Ghost and Longshot. It's all I'm using my shards on nowadays.
Yeah,
I want to get them both at 7 stars
to get the legendaries. Yeah, which they tell you to do. That's like their main advice. Oh my God! Did you see that roadmap thing where they said that you want to work on Shield to get Iron Man?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Oh, they're good in the lower levels, so you can beat those defender teams. Like, what are they talking about? What game is it that they're playing? and they're really hindering people's advice because
I don't.
It's not.
It was other. I think it was other guides. I think he watched other guides. Whoever wrote that watched other videos or read other people's material, and put it in there. It wasn't his own. It wasn't their own thoughts.
Hold. I don't recommend new players go for Magneto. I don't recommend they go for Star-Lord. I don't recommend they go for Nick Fury. Somewhat better now that Kestrel's around, but really I don't recommend going for him. I don't recommend going for Shuri. I don't recommend going for Invisible Woman either. They're better served with other stuff right now. And
yep.
for them to say something like that, work on your shield. What, to unlock Iron Man? I mean, what's the point? And
I will say people are using Shuri. Shuri's not on my list here, but I know people in my alliance use her daily. So that's not horrible. Invisible Woman's right out, though. No one is using Invisible Woman anywhere. I thought she was going to be good. Because
Silver Surfer, especially.
yes, Silver Surfer and Doom have synergy with Invisible Woman, but it's not a thing. I don't know why it's not a thing. It just doesn't work right. She doesn't add enough. She's not fast enough. She doesn't do anything. She doesn't serve any purpose on that team. It's really weird.
No damage, not enough mitigation. Why does her barrier even cap? Take that cap off her barrier, for goodness sake. That doesn't make any sense to me either. Defense up is always there for 2 rounds, right? 50% mitigation all the time. Why does the barrier so limited? It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't make
Especially
any sense.
on a freaking 7 energy cooldown, it doesn't.
Genome's getting hot. He is Mr. Heartgrave today. You put on the tie and the suit, and you just get more heated.
Salt flows freely, but but the new player, especially one who's not spending money, has got to be made aware of these things because they're going to start going in every direction. They're going to spend unwisely because they're looking at old guys or listening to people like these MSF how-to videos.
Yeah,
and they're going to be completely screwed once they hit level 70 and they start to enter the mid game.
You got nothing.
It's going to suck for them.
You got nothing. I mean, as it is, there's not much on here you can even get as a new player that's safe to build. Like the best thing you can do is jump on the new characters. Like if I was a new player, I would just be doubling down on Deathpool. I would be like, this event campaign is life, and I just want Deathpool. 600 cores a day. People. Yeah, save your cores. Yeah, we'll be making a video on that too. As soon as it'll be in game next week, or no, tomorrow. It'll be the event will be in game, so we can actually look at it. And that's when I'll remind everybody, just take your cores and just dump them all into Deathpool, just like we did for Kestrel, just like we did for Sharon Carter. Sharon Carter turned out to be a really good character. Did you get her?
Yes. In fact, I think I pulled 6 reds on her.
Nice.
As well, I think. But I didn't, I'm not doing anyone right now because I don't have Sam and Maria Hill. I did not try in the Blitz for Maria, so.
Yeah, Sharon
I seldom do.
Sharon Carter's like an improved Zemo of all things. She does a lot of what Zemo does. She doesn't do that big damage at the start of the turn, but all the other stuff, ability block, and then she also stuns and removes buffs, all buffs. Removes all buffs at plus like 5,000% focus, which is sick.
Karnak can do that.
Oh my God. Sharon Carter is nuts. She can take a fully charged up Juggernaut and just remove all his shit and stun him. Like, what the fuck?
Isn't that something?
What the fuck? Like the Juggernaut's unstoppable until he runs into a blonde. And he's like, then he's fucked. He's like, no, it's over.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, for those in the chat, I saw it mentioned out there. I don't think Shuri is a bad character. I just don't recommend new players go for that much. She's probably the best plug and play legendary right now. That's pretty easy to get. But I'm just
energy battery.
You have to go for Sinister Six, and Sinister Six suck. They just suck.
Yeah, it's not good.
And I don't see a point in going for them. That's why I don't really recommend her. Get her naturally, because you're going to be getting those shards regardless, and Blitz and whatever else. But that's what I meant by that. I don't think she's a bad character. But
yeah. And you know what? Here's another thing that kind of bugs me when people talk about it. They're like, oh, but I have to build up Sinister Six to unlock the legendary. I'm like, no, you don't have to like build them up past tier 12. They can. I don't think there's a legendary that can't be unlocked. Well, the new ones now that require you to like. I was so fucking pissed that they required me to have like gear tier levels and ISO on my what the fuck was it on my X Factor for Adam Warlock. That's the first time they've done that. But all the other legendaries you can literally unlock at tier 12. You don't need to dump you don't need tier 4s. But fucking Adam Warlock you do. So that one's fucked. That's the
Ebony
new
Maw one is a tough one because the characters suck so bad other than Black Bolt.
Yeah.
But and the Fury one was pretty difficult too, but all the other ones are super easy. Yeah, gear 12 at most is what you need for them.
Yeah, Fury's a little tough because the minions do suck. Yeah. Like they're not good.
But, I did a video on the minimum requirements for 7-star unlocks for Invisible Woman and Shuri on the baby account.
Nice.
So don't spend too much, people.
Yeah, don't spend. Yeah, Genome's a good guy to watch for that as far as spending the least but still like getting things. That's really good. That's the content that I would check out.
Never go by the recommendations either in those event campaigns when you look at the info.
It's wrong. Yeah. You can always do it with under. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Because I always went under. I was always minimum for all that shit. All right, let's power through this Power Armor video and then we can call it a day. Single war to get wins, but it's not holding up well. We really need to see a new character in here, so we're really gonna try to spend the minimum. This is like A Blitz team? I mean, yeah, definitely you can still use it in war, especially if you put Ultron on here, then you can get more mileage out of it. Get rid of... Iron Man is so bad. I'm not... Yeah, I'm telling people to put... this was old info, to put Ultron with this team. I wonder if a 5-red Ultron would still make power armor good. There are some inherent synergies in that. Mainly Falcon, speeding him up. Not bad. We could see new life in the power armor team with a 5-red Ultron on it.
35 Red Ultron makes AIM a great team. It
Yeah.
makes Supernatural an amazing team. Makes so many teams so good.
It does a lot of shit. Like, it's not... We could see some life in this. Not like... I'm not telling people to build war teams or anything, but, there's some value in that. It could definitely salvage. Especially if for some reason, and I know there's some people like this, who have like a tier 14 power armor. That definitely exists. If you are one of the people with a tier 14 power armor, a 5-red Ultron will revive the shit out of that team. You could kill any Avengers team with that on war offense. Which is, worth whatever it's worth to you. I'm not going to recommend any tier 4s on him. I am positive he's the oldest one here. He is crusty.
I love that.
Horrible.
That was good.
I'm going to go through here.
Iron Man
All right,
tears.
You know what?
Oh, everybody loves your recent edit with Iron Man and J. Jonah Jameson. That one is good.
That's a fun
nice.
one. That was a fun
Interesting
one.
though is we do have an event coming up. At the time of filming this, there's an event, and I'm probably going to put this video out when that event is happening, so we can kind of capitalize on
Had a fireball there.
on knowing a little bit more about Falcon. So Falcon, I will be taking to level 75. He's stuck at level 7.
Oh God, I did that for that stupid event. I got baited. I got baited
Saw you
hard on
coming.
that. I was so pissed about that. We had the
Only
Falcon.
2 million gold.
That's fine. It's whatever. Because I don't care about gold. It was more the days, but it's fine. Because I did it slowly over the course of multiple days. But yeah, they had this Falcon and Winter Soldier event, and they said that, number one, it would be required that the characters would be level 75. And then they said, no, that was a typo.
Yep, I remember
And then,
that.
and then they changed it to not be a typo. I don't know what the fuck they did. But when it came out, it was like a level 80 Zemo could clear it by himself. You didn't need anything else. It was ridiculous. And it was actually, it wasn't even an event. It was an offer. I wonder if we'll ever see anything as bullshitty as that again. I
don't know.
I don't think
I
it's
got my Winter
sold.
Soldier up to. I wonder. I can't remember. Let me look.
I did level 75. I think I already actually had Winter Soldier.
70 right now. And I will be pushing him up to 75 for the event that's coming up, the Winter Soldier Falcon event.
Memories.
Not a lot of information right now. There was a crappy blog post. I'm not reading it.
Oh man, Zozo here is talking about his useless Asgardian team. What's your Winter Soldier at? Level 80?
No, 65 and
65.
40k power.
That's fine. That's fine for Winter Soldier. I can't believe that we're still trying to push him on Hydra when like Hydra Sniper is better. Hydra Sniper at tier 12 is better than Winter Soldier at like maxed level. It's crazy.
Just because he has a tag doesn't mean you have to use him.
No. But Hydra Sniper is actually still really good. That Zemo, Hydra Sniper, Red Skull, and Grenadier, it's crazy good.
That one catches you off guard so many times. It's caught me
Yeah.
off guard more than once.
It'll fuck
and
you
I
up.
go in there, punch down on that, and still get wrecked.
On
I don't
defense
understand
now,
it.
right? People like to throw that on defense. That's how
Yep.
mean defense. I got to throw so much big meta at that team on defense because anything else it just wrecks. Because it's before you know it, everything's dead. It's like, what happened? I didn't know this team was faster than anything. It's that Hydra Sniper. Fucking Winter Soldier.
To you, at least you can read it on your own. I read it on my own. I said, oh, okay, great.
Oh, Mr. Hartgrave refusing to read again.
75.
Classic.
You think you're
my
being treated unfairly?
All right, let's see what's worth it here.
Nice.
We're really going to try to invest the minimum because I got no faith in this team having
Still got
longevity.
no
I mean,
faith.
you know what? I will say
The
there's a
tier 4s are still awful on this. Even if you had investment, the tier 4s are just so
good
laughable.
chance
Laughable.
we're going to see another member of Power Armor this year. So
Ooh, I'm running out of time on that prediction.
Come on, Nostradamus.
Is
Get with it.
is that already over? This was dropped in 2020? No, it's 2021. Okay, I got time. But that was April. Oof. Do we still think there's going to be a Power Armor team? Do you think we're going to see Hulkbuster this year?
less chance now that like Infinity War is done and all that. But
Yeah.
I think they missed them both. They didn't because that's one way to revive the character. And I don't know. They should.
They
They
should.
should.
The team's really hurting. I don't
It's
know.
just it's unusable. There's no sustain. There's no well. There is some defense now with Ironheart, but
I was kind of right by that they put red stars on Ultron. You can use Ultron with it, right? That counts.
I actually prefer Vision on that team over
Yeah, there's another
Ironheart
character.
anyway because I like his clear before
Vision
War
got
Machine.
shit canned. What's
his
up
ult,
with Vision?
But
How come Vision and Wanda didn't get a rework when they got costumes?
I don't
That
know.
was
I
a-
did a video on that ages ago.
It was a missed opportunity. Really missed opportunity because everybody was all into them. They could have sold offers on Vision and Wanda.
Crazy amounts.
They just
All they got to do
didn't.
is fix them.
Just fix them a little bit, just like the Avengers rework, not like who's another rework? Oh, not like the Gamora rework. The Gamora rework is like
That's too much.
meta defining. The Avengers rework was like, now they don't suck. Just give them a now they don't suck.
It was a good solid rework.
Just some
Yeah,
bump
it
some
might be the
health
better.
up, bump some
Something
health
along that
stats.
lines. Just make them usable and
That
outside of
sucks.
war too. I hate all those war tags. That's another thing I can't stand
Oh,
this game.
Jesus.
But that's another story.
You know what's really making me sad right now is how dirty they did Jessica Jones. How sad
Not
is
on either
that?
team.
How sad is that for Jessica Jones? Yeah, she doesn't belong anywhere now. She gets no team.
Second highest resistance in the game, and she can't even
Sad.
be used. Full team cleanse
Sad.
can't be used.
Sad, man. She's got nothing. They kicked her. Everybody already knew she didn't fit on Heroes for Hire. Nobody. But there was a few people that did invest in her, and now she gets kicked off. Where's she go? I don't know. It's sad. Oh, I'm not gonna say this will be wasted. See, Ultron's not gonna be like that. When I say build Ultron or that Ultron ain't bad, he's not gonna be like Jessica Jones. At 5 red, Ultron is gonna go some places and do some things. Jessica Jones at 7 red does nothing for no one. And that's sad. Ultron's not like that bad. He's like maybe not amazing. Wasted.
Or
I
JJ.
just don't know at what part of the year that's going to happen. It's certainly due for it. I would have actually thought Falcon would get a rework, a new team, but I don't know. Doesn't look like that's in the cards. That kind of did happen. We got a whole new character that has nothing to do with this team. We got a whole new Falcon. So I was kind of right. I'll take it. All right, let's look at his basic. More damage, don't care. His special fee. Oh, this is nice. So fill speed bar for self and all allies. Plus, I think a lot of people did this one back when he was on back when Tech Wing was all the rage. So I think a lot of people. I just never did this. I never went Tech Wing. You know that's still a team though. Is Tech Wing viable with a 5 red Ultron?
Yeah, but once again, I think any team with a 5 red Ultron is bears serious consideration. They can do damage to anything, but all the extra speed on Ultron is disgusting, man. And then
Interesting.
I don't know, but who would you drop though? I'd probably drop Rescue. I'd keep Ironheart probably or Vision instead.
I
Rescue.
believe Tech Wing is Shuri, Falcon, Ultron, Scientist Supreme, and Minerva.
That version, okay, not the full power. Okay.
Tech Wing. This was the old Ultimus 7. This was the best team for the Ultimus 7 when it first came out. That was what everyone was running. And it's all tech, so you can use it on the Doom. You can actually use Tech Wing on the Doom. You're going to need high reds. I know Minerva melts, so you're probably going to have to replace Minerva off of there. You can put Doom on there. Or Dr. Octopus. A better character.
Better. I actually put Fortifier. She's the only character in the game I have Fortifier on, just because she melts so easily. But her passive is bonkers in raids. So
I'm curious. I'm not suggesting people go out and build Tech Wing, but it did have some decent synergies. One good thing about Tech Wing is you get away from the villain tag, the villain tech tag, which is murder on the boss. The tech boss has like those 2 black bolts on there. So being able to use a team that is less tech villain might help you out a little bit on there. Though, of course, you're only really getting 2, Falcon and I mean, it's probably still shitty. Just a thought. It's possible. It's possible. I know it's the speed manipulation that makes the team, though. It's Falcon speeding up Ultron, speed up the bots speed up Ultron starts killing things, everything has buffs on it, Scientist Supreme can instantly revive people. It was a good team. 25%, 10%. I would see something like that working out really well if you had like MODOK. If there's like a brand new character who synergizes with like tech stuff, I think instead of that Minerva, if you have a MODOK on there, you probably have the best team. Percent for each enemy with a positive effect. That's usually every single enemy. So in a way, I was absolutely correct here. Which is why I'm gonna go with that. That I was like super.
Valgroth wants Tryon Juggernaut. That's I actually put him in a video a while back too. It's that's one of the super overpowered Juggernaut.
Okay,
I
cool.
said make him a combine all your team like a Power Rangers or whatever, and
Nice.
just have him just like wipe everybody after a certain amount of charges. I think that'd be awesome.
It's like an empowered Juggernaut.
Basically, and he was like the most powerful thing. He actually punched so hard that he tore fabric of time and space. That's how hard he could punch.
I
That's how
remember
strong
reading
he was.
about that one. That's a cool storyline. All right, I think we had another good. I'm gonna jump up to the good edit here because we're running out of time. We can't recommend it. Iron Man, look, I don't even want to look at this stuff. No, forget it. Forget it.
Or Kirk. The original series has
We'll
it's a
glance
wealth
through
of things for
More
edits.
damage, horrible.
Love the original
Sucks.
series.
No special. No, no. I would recommend just putting Ultron on the team instead of Iron Man.
There you go.
No. All right, forget it. No.
Oh, here's my favorite critters. Here's my.
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
here's
there's
that barrier.
There's gotta be something here. I mean, at least they're cheap.
This one.
All right, rescue. No, you're never gonna use her basic. No. Come on. I mean, this was ridiculous when it came out. Plus 1,000 barrier.
What's 1,000 barrier
It's
gonna
the
do for
10%
you?
that matters. Not
Even then,
What
I mean,
the hell? What the hell are old T4s? You weren't even supposed to do these back. Now a T4 is like activate God mode is like the T4. It's like make character usable. And back in the day, it was like add 1,000 barrier.
That is one good thing about like teams like Power Armor is they're cheap. They're really cheap to build because you don't have to T4 anything, and
No
you shouldn't
T4s.
T4 anything
No.
because they do everything they're supposed to do without them, and that's really how you should build teams, by the way. But
Yeah, this is what war should be. War should be a bunch of garbage that doesn't have T4s on it, and then you try to make it work. Like balanced. Balanced. No T4s. War, everything you send into war has no T4s on it. We have to just play with what we got. I would sign up for that mode. All right, Genome, it has been great having you here. And I know the Grade Vigors have appreciated all your fine work over the time that we've been doing this. I think we're going to keep going. We're going to keep doing this.
road to 10,000.
Road to 10,000. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go for it. Appreciate everything. Appreciate all the Patreons and Twitch subscribers. I know we had a hype train in here today, so we got some new Twitch subscribers. We've been putting out some exclusive videos. Whenever we get in trouble whenever we get copyright dinged or content dinged, we get those exclusive to the Patreons. There's some underwatched videos on Patreon too, where some of your good work has yet to be vastly appreciated.
So get out there and get in the be patrons, everybody.
That's right.
$1 a
Only
month.
$1 a month. One tier. It's $1 a month, and that just helps us keep us going. Oh, one more thing I wanted to talk about. I saved the best thing for last. You don't even know about this. I got. Let me see. Let me put this over here, and I have to bring in the website. There we go. It's not that site, but it's here. Drop this. I got a sponsor, an application to get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, Genome. I got this in my inbox. Now, I was going to say, forget this. I'm not doing this. But then I thought about it for a second, and I said, you know what? I'm going to apply for this. I'm hoping I get it. Because what it will be is they're going to give me a time to stream, I'm going to stream. I'll let everybody know that we're going to do this stream. And we're going to do this for Gino. Because if we can get 30 people to go through the tutorial, I know you're good for one. Because if we get all 30, they're going to give me $600. And then I'm going to match that $600 and we're going to get you a new computer for editing. So that's why I'm going to do this. I could give a shit less about $600 for me, but I'm like, oh, this is a great way to be able to jump into that new computer for Genome so we can do even more great editing faster.
Be awesome. Just the only rule I have is no shilling. That's all I got.
Well, I'll shill for you. Well, you know what? It's not even shilling because I got to see what they want me to say and whatnot. But I believe I just have to go through the tutorial. And I mean, I'm honestly curious. I've never played Raid Shadow Legends, and I'm honestly curious. I would just be curious to go. I'm not going to play it any more than that. And I wouldn't suggest anybody on the stream go through any more than that unless you fucking love it. Then, quit Marvel Strike Force, play Raid Shadow Legends. I don't fucking know. But I will totally check it out for $600 because I will totally send that over your way, man, because I appreciate what you do.
Action. Sweet action.
I'm hoping
watch those introductory videos.
I'm watching my inbox and I'm hoping this comes through because this would be crazy fun. This would be crazy.
Well, that's awesome news. And, just I know we're getting ready to get off of here, but when I got first message, Mr. Hargrave, you were a couple hundred subs. You weren't very much, 600, maybe 700, and look how much you've grown. I started working with you about 1,000 subs, and it's just a meteoric rise to content. So just the Gravediggers are a great bunch of people. I love to see the comments out there. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe, and just keep the climb going.
Absolutely, sir. We will do. You can trust us. Hail Gino.